So the big question is, what do you do when you're both pulling away? Today, I'm diving into a very personal topic that many of us have experienced and might struggle to address. What happens when both partners in a relationship start pulling away from each other? My name is Joan, Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Now, this is very personal, and I know that my podcast is called A Love Journey in Black and White. So today, maybe we're seeing more of the black than the white because I'm currently experiencing this exact topic I'm talking about today. You see, it's one thing when one partner is distancing themselves, but what happens when both are pulling away? This is my current situation, and it's a very, very tough one. But the truth is, there's hope. So I'm going to break it down for all of us today who might have experienced this in the past, are currently experiencing it, or you will experience it in the future when you get into a relationship. But first, let's start by understanding some of the symptoms of this both partners pulling away. The first one is around decreased communication. So Davide and I, we used to talk a lot. We would spend hours every day talking. But now, some of those conversations that used to be so engaging and lively have turned to like small talk. And maybe for you, it might even be worse, where it's complete silence. Another symptom could be a reduction in physical experiences. So fewer hugs, fewer kisses, fewer intimacy, where you're not spending as much time in physically close space like you used to. So there's some distance between the two of you now. That could be another symptom. Another symptom could look like fewer shared experiences, where David and I used to go out a whole lot, but it was summer anyway, so it's cold now. I'm not a fan of the winter. But for you, it could just be that you're not spending as much quality time together, or the things that you used to do for fun, it's just now happening once in a while. And now there's a lot of fewer interactions and experiences between the two of you. So does any of this sound familiar? I'm sure for most of us, we've been there. Or maybe if you're like me, you're currently going through some of these things now. The truth is, you're not alone, right? And I think everyone in the course of their relationship would go through something similar. Like I said, I'm in the exact situation right now, so I know that I have work to do as well. Okay, so some of the reasons that this pulling away happens could be external or it could be internal. And it's good to identify which one it is for you. So external reasons could be things like work, health, family challenges, or other things going on outside of you, outside of the relationship. I know that for me, it's work. Look, I've been trying to launch a new business. I've been trying to be consistent with this podcast. I'm writing more. I'm writing a new book. And then there's just so much happening in my life when it comes to work. I've been so busy. I've been unable to breathe. Okay. I'm going to breathe now. You feel me? A very stressed period for me. Or maybe it could be more internal feelings where some of those past trauma, the demons start to show up, fear of vulnerability, or maybe you're feeling a little bit insecure in the relationship. For a lot of people, I think past trauma usually trumps this one. The trauma starts to resurface in different ways, and you start to react not even knowing what's making you act the way that you do. So now the question is, what can we do about it? Is there anything that can be done about it? Is there? First things first, the first step is always around awareness. So recognize that there's a drift going on. Okay, both partners are pulling away. Let's not be in denial. This cannot be happening to me. It is happening. See it for what it is. Don't be in denial. Don't be judgmental about it. It is what it is, right? Things will not fix itself. You have to do something about it. But first step is always by acknowledging that there is an issue, and then we can move on to addressing it. So after you become aware of this drift, I think the first step is always to have a conversation. And this is not a common attack or be like, oh, you never spend time with me, or why you on your phone? You should be spending time with me. I haven't seen you. You don't make plans anywhere. You're changing. All of that stuff doesn't really work, right? So it's more about having a safe, non-judgmental conversation between both partners so that they can both express their feelings on what's going on. It's very uncomfortable, but I think it's really, really essential. Start with that conversation, that honest heart-to-heart conversation. And then if that doesn't work or it's not working, you can seek external help. I don't believe in going to friends who are not going through what you're going through. I believe in getting professional help. So maybe seek out therapy or couples counseling so that you can get an external perspective and maybe some support. That could be very, very helpful. Another thing that you should do after you've had the conversation is to go within yourself, right? Sometimes this idea of drifting or pulling away is usually a sign that there's something going on inside of us, that we've probably lost some connection with who we truly are, that we're in misalignment with what we're supposed to be doing, our higher calling or our higher purpose. So this is a period where maybe go within, do some self-reflection, do some meditation, do some things that make you happy, that fill your cup. And again, it could mean also talking to somebody as well to really uncover and unpack some of the things that are going on inside of you. And then once you've dealt with yourself, the next step is really to consciously make an effort to rebuild, right? So like I said, things are just not going to fix themselves. You have to take action. So maybe it could be like setting some new dates or planning a surprise activity. Some of the things that you know that you both loved and you used to do, just doing those things, creating those new memories based on old memories that you know really, really worked well. Or just simply, like, I know it's winter for me, so I'm not really going outside, but find ways for you to spend quality time together. It's really, really important to remember that love is not something that just, it's a noun. No, it's a verb. It requires you to continuously take action constantly. It's ever evolving. Relationships are not one shot and that's it. No, it's a journey. And like with every journey, there will be rough patches. There will be potholes. There will be the roller coaster highs and lows. But with the right level of understanding, reflection, communication, and effort, you and your partner can navigate some of these challenges together. Okay? Pulling away doesn't mean it's the end. No, it doesn't. It's just an opportunity for you maybe to reset the relationship and build on what was already beautiful before. So please stay hopeful. This is not the end. And as I'm saying that to you, I'm saying that to myself too. It could never be the end because I do love Davide for sure. But yes, these are the steps that I plan on taking because this is brand new and fresh for me to rebuild the love that I know that we do share and the beautiful relationship that we've always had. So thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Till next time, sending you love and light.